All right, get ready. Because today, we're doing a deep dive into something I think everyone's interested in.
Yeah.
Longevity foods.
Ah.
We're going to be cracking open nature's pantry longevity foods.
Hmm.
Tasty bites for a long life.
Okay.
To find out what they say about living a longer and healthier life.
Yeah. We're going to sort of go beyond just, the normal stuff everybody knows about eating healthy. We're going to dive deep into the science
Yeah,
behind why these foods can help you age gracefully.
exactly.
Yep.
And some of them might surprise you. The source says that some of these foods you might already have in your pantry. Who knew?
Well, before we get too excited, I think it's important to frame me a little bit.
Okay.
What makes food longevity boosting? It's
Yeah.
not just about eating your vegetables.
Right.
We're talking about specific compounds that fight cellular damage and inflammation, and they can even help prevent chronic diseases.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, these are the nutritional, all-stars.
Exactly. Nutritional MVPs for a longer and healthier life. Now, one that might surprise you is dark chocolate.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me that my chocolate cravings are actually good for me?
Well, not just any chocolate. We're talking about the dark stuff, at least 70% cocoa.
Okay.
The source here highlights the flavonoids in dark chocolate, which are potent antioxidants.
Okay.
They act like tiny shields protecting your cells from damage.
Interesting. So indulging in a square or two of dark chocolate isn't just a guilty pleasure. It's actually like a cellular health move.
It is a strategic move for cellular health.
I can get behind that.
But-
What else does the source say about this delicious longevity booster?
Well, the source suggests melting dark chocolate and drizzling it over strawberries.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a decadent way to satisfy your sweet tooth
Okay.
while reaping the antioxidant benefits.
Now that's going on my to-do list right away.
All right.
Dark chocolate seems like kind of an outlier, though. What other unexpected foods made the cut?
You might be surprised to hear that fermented foods like yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, and miso also play a significant role in boosting longevity.
Fermented foods. I know they're good for your gut, but how does that translate to a longer life?
Well, you're right. The source emphasizes that a healthy gut is like the cornerstone of a healthy life.
Okay.
It affects everything from your immune system to nutrient absorption and even your mental health.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about digestion.
Yeah.
It's about, creating this inner ecosystem, right?
Yeah, exactly. It creates a harmonious inner ecosystem that supports your overall well-being. And the source even suggests that the diverse bacteria in fermented foods can actually help your gut microbiome flourish, which is linked to a longer lifespan.
So a daily dose of yogurt or something could be a step towards a longer life.
It certainly could. Now, you mentioned gut health.
Yeah.
Another food that plays a crucial role in supporting a healthy gut and ultimately longevity is garlic.
Garlic. I always thought that was for warding off vampires.
Well, it might not repel vampires, but it certainly packs a punch when it comes to health. The source explains that garlic is packed with this compound called allicin.
Okay.
And allicin directly attacks harmful bacteria and viruses, giving your immune system a powerful boost.
Oh, wow. So garlic really is like a powerhouse.
It is.
Does the source mention any way we can incorporate more of it into our diet? Raw garlic can be a bit intense.
Yeah, you're right. The source actually suggests roasting garlic cloves. It gives it a sweeter, caramelized flavor that you can add to dishes.
Oh, okay.
They also recommend mincing it into salad dressings for a subtle yet potent health kick.
Those are great ideas. I'm definitely going to try roasting garlic.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next on our longevity food adventure?
Well, moving on to a more soothing flavor profile, green tea is another beverage with surprising longevity benefits.
Green tea. I drink that every morning. I always knew it was good for you, but I had no idea it was a longevity superstar. What's the science behind that?
Well, green tea is packed with these specific catechins. One in particular called EGCG, and the source explains that EGCG has been linked to a wide range of health benefits, from supporting brain function to potentially reducing the risk of certain cancers.
Wow. So my morning cup of green tea is doing double duty,
It is.
waking me up and helping me live longer.
Precisely.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, what's next?
Well, now moving on to a vibrant root vegetable
Okay.
that often gets overlooked in the longevity discussion, the sweet potato.
Sweet potatoes. I love those.
Yeah.
What makes them stand out in the longevity department?
Well, they're an excellent source of beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A,
Okay.
and that's crucial for maintaining healthy vision as you age.
Interesting. So it makes sweet potatoes like a delicious eye exam.
In a way, yes, but there's more to it than that.
Okay.
The source also mentions that sweet potatoes are packed with fiber for good digestion
Okay.
and potassium, which is essential for regulating blood pressure.
So a simple sweet potato can really help you live a longer, healthier life. I'm impressed. Does the source suggest any interesting ways to prepare them?
Yeah, they recommend roasting them with olive oil and herbs
Oh,
for a flavorful side dish,
all right.
or mashing them for a creamy, comforting meal. They even suggest adding a dollop of Greek yogurt for an extra protein and probiotic boost.
Hmm. Those sound delicious and easy enough to incorporate into my weekly meal plan.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm ready for more. What other longevity champions does this source reveal?
Well, how about a food that's become incredibly popular in recent years, the avocado? It's creamy, delicious, and a true champion for longevity.
Avocados. I have to admit, I'm a huge avocado fan.
Yeah.
But aren't they high in fat?
They are, but it's all about the type of fat. Avocados are loaded with monounsaturated fats, the good fats that support heart health.
Right.
The source explains that these fats can actually help lower bad cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease.
So my avocado toast obsession is actually a heart-healthy habit.
It could be.
I like that. What else does the source say about avocados and longevity?
Well, they're also packed with fiber and potassium,
Okay.
which contribute to digestive health and blood pressure regulation.
Right.
The source also highlights the fact that avocados are rich in antioxidants, which protects your cells from damage and contribute to a longer lifespan.
Wow. Avocados really are like nutritional powerhouses. I'm already trying to think about how to incorporate even more of them into my diet. Does the source offer any suggestions?
They suggest adding avocado slices to salads,
Okay.
sandwiches, and even soups. They also recommend using avocado as a healthy fat in smoothies for a creamy texture.
Those are all great ideas.
Mhm.
All right, what's the next longevity champion?
Well, let's move on to a spice that's been used for centuries for its medicinal properties. Turmeric.
Turmeric. I love using turmeric in my cooking. It adds such beautiful color and flavor. But what makes it so beneficial for longevity?
Well, turmeric contains this powerful compound called curcumin, and curcumin has potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. The source explains that these properties have been linked to a reduced risk of chronic diseases, including heart disease and Alzheimer's.
So turmeric's like a multitasker.
It is.
It's adding flavor and it's fighting disease at the same time.
That's right.
That's incredible.
And the source points out that turmeric has also been traditionally used to improve joint health, suggesting that it's beneficial for both internal and external well-being.
Turmeric really is a very versatile spice. Does the source mention any specific ways to incorporate it into our diet?
Yeah, they suggest adding turmeric to curries, soups, and even lattes
Okay.
for a flavorful and health-boosting kick. They also recommend combining it with a pinch of black pepper, which enhances its absorption.
Those are great tips. I'm definitely going to try adding it to my morning smoothies. What's next on our longevity food journey? I'm ready to discover more of these nutritional gems.
Well, let's talk about a food group that's often touted as brain food, nuts.
Nuts. I love nuts. They're such a convenient and satisfying snack. What makes them stand out as a longevity food?
Well, nuts are a nutritional powerhouse. They're packed with healthy fats, protein, fiber, and antioxidants. And the source explains that regular nut consumption has been linked to a lower risk of heart disease and improved cholesterol levels.
So a handful of nuts a day can keep the doctor away.
It might. But what about their impact on longevity?
Yeah.
Well, the source highlights the fact that nuts are rich in vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant that protects your cells from damage. They also mention that nuts contain compounds that can improve blood flow and reduce inflammation,
Okay.
both of which contribute to a longer, healthier life.
Wow. Nuts really are like tiny but mighty longevity boosters.
Yeah.
Does the source recommend any specific types of nuts or ways to enjoy them?
Well, they suggest incorporating a variety of nuts into your diet, such as almonds, walnuts, cashews, and pecans.
Right.
They also recommend adding them to trail mixes, yogurt parfaits, or simply enjoying them as a snack.
Those are all great ideas. I'm definitely going to make sure I'm getting my daily dose of nuts from now on. What else does our source have in store for us? I'm ready for the next longevity superstar.
Well, how about a category that's truly essential for overall health and longevity? Leafy greens.
Leafy greens. I know they're good for me, but sometimes, they can feel a bit boring.
Yeah.
Why are they so crucial for longevity?
Well, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are nutritional powerhouses. The source explains that they're packed with vitamins A, C, and K, along with essential minerals like magnesium and calcium.
Okay, so they're full of vitamins and minerals, But how do those nutrients specifically impact longevity?
Well, the source highlights the fact that leafy greens are particularly rich in antioxidants, which, as we've discussed, protect your cells from damage and slow down the aging process.
Right.
They also mention that leafy greens contain compounds that can improve blood flow, reduce inflammation, and even boost cognitive function.
So leafy greens are not just good for our physical health, but they're also good for our brains, too.
That's right.
That's incredible. Does the source suggest any, creative ways to incorporate them into our meals?
Absolutely. They recommend adding a variety of leafy greens to salads, stir-fries, and soups. They also suggest blending them into smoothies for a quick and easy way to boost your nutrient intake.
Those are all great ideas. I'm definitely going to try incorporating more leafy greens into my meals. Okay, we've covered some amazing longevity foods so far. What's next on our list?
Well, we've saved the best for last. The number one longevity food, according to our source, is the mighty blueberry.
Blueberries. I knew those tiny berries had to be something special. What makes them the reigning champion of longevity foods?
Well, blueberries are packed with antioxidants, particularly a type called anthocyanins, which give them their vibrant blue color.
Okay, so they're full of antioxidants.
Yeah.
But how do those antioxidants specifically contribute to a longer life?
Well, the source explains that blueberries' anthocyanins have been linked to a wide range of health benefits, including improved brain function, reduced risk of heart disease, and protection against cellular damage.
Wow, so blueberries really are like tiny little longevity bombs. Does the source suggest any specific ways to enjoy them?
Yeah, they recommend adding blueberries to your morning oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies.
Okay.
They also suggest enjoying them as a snack or adding them to baked goods for a healthy and delicious treat.
Those are all great ideas. I'm definitely going to make sure I'm getting my daily dose of blueberries from now on. This deep dive has been an incredible journey through nature's pantry. We've uncovered some amazing foods that can truly make a difference in our health and longevity.
It's amazing how much power these everyday foods hold.
Absolutely. But I have a feeling there's more to the longevity equation than just what we eat, right?
You're right. While food plays a vital role, it's just one piece of the puzzle. A holistic approach to longevity also involves other lifestyle factors.
That makes sense. So what else should we be focusing on alongside these incredible longevity foods?
Well, let's dive into those factors after a quick break.
So we've explored all these incredible longevity foods, but I think you mentioned earlier that there's more to the story.
Right.
What other lifestyle factors play a role in living a longer and healthier life?
Well, one that often gets overlooked is stress management.
Okay.
You might be surprised to hear that chronic stress can actually accelerate the aging process.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew stress wasn't good for you, but I didn't realize it could actually make you age faster. How does that work?
Our source explains that when you're constantly stressed, your body produces high levels of cortisol,
Right.
which is a hormone that, while helpful in short bursts, can really wreak havoc on your system over time. It can lead to increased inflammation, it can weaken your immune system, and it can even damage your cells.
So finding ways to manage stress isn't just about feeling better in the moment, it's about protecting your health long term.
It is.
What are some effective ways to combat stress and promote longevity?
The source highlights the importance of incorporating mindfulness practices into your routine. Things like meditation, deep breathing have been shown to lower cortisol levels and calm your nervous system.
That makes sense, but what about those of us who aren't meditation gurus? Are there other ways to manage stress?
Absolutely. The source also emphasizes the importance of engaging in activities you enjoy, whether that's spending time in nature, listening to music, pursuing your hobbies. These activities provide a much-needed break from stress and can really help you recharge.
That's great advice. It's a good reminder that, self-care isn't selfish. It's actually essential.
Exactly.
Speaking of essential, let's talk about exercise. We all know it's important.
Yeah.
But how does it specifically contribute to longevity?
Regular physical activity has a profound impact on both your physical and mental health. The source explains that exercise strengthens your heart, improves blood flow, it helps maintain a healthy weight, boosts mood, and even supports cognitive function.
So it's not just about looking good.
Yeah.
It's about feeling good.
Yes.
And keeping our minds sharp as we age. What kind of exercise is best for longevity?
Well, the key is to find activities you enjoy and that you can stick with. Our source suggests aiming for a combination of aerobic exercise, strength training, and flexibility exercises.
Okay, so like a well-rounded approach.
Right.
How much exercise do we need to get all those good longevity benefits?
The source recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity
Oh,
or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity per week.
right.
They also recommend incorporating muscle strengthening activities at least 2 days a week.
Okay, that seems achievable.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about another essential part of the longevity recipe, sleep.
Yes.
We spend a lot of time sleeping, but why is it so crucial for living a long life?
Sleep is essential for our bodies to repair and rejuvenate. The source explains that during sleep, our cells regenerate, our muscles rebuild, our brains consolidate memories, and they clear out toxins that build up throughout the day.
Hmm. So it's not just about, like, resting your body. It's about giving your brain a chance to, like, recharge
Right.
and optimize. What happens if we don't get enough sleep?
Chronic sleep deprivation can have serious consequences for your health and longevity. The source points out that it increases the risk of chronic diseases, impairs cognitive function, and can even shorten your lifespan.
Wow, those are some serious consequences. I'm definitely going to be prioritizing sleep from now on. How much sleep do we actually need for, like, optimal longevity?
The source recommends aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. What about people who struggle to get a good night's sleep? Are there tips for improving sleep quality?
Absolutely. The source highlights the importance of establishing a regular sleep-wake cycle, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and ensuring you have a comfortable sleep environment.
Those are great tips. I'm going to start doing those tonight. Okay, now let's move on to, I guess, our final element of a longevity-boosting lifestyle.
Social connections.
Right.
How do our relationships affect how long we live?
Well, strong social connections are essential for both our emotional well-being and our overall health.
Okay.
The source explains that studies have shown people with strong social support networks tend to live longer, healthier lives.
That's interesting, but why is that? How do social connections, actually lead to longevity?
Well, the source points out that social interaction helps reduce stress.
Right.
It provides a sense of belonging, and it can even improve cognitive function. These factors all contribute to a longer, healthier, and happier life.
So nurturing our relationships isn't just about feeling good. It's actually like an investment in our longevity.
It is.
That's interesting. What are some ways we can strengthen our social connections and, get those benefits? Well, the source suggests making time for face-to-face interactions with loved ones,
Okay.
joining clubs or groups that align with your interests, volunteering in your community, or simply reaching out to friends and family more often.
Those are all great ideas. It's a good reminder that we're social creatures, and those connections are really vital for our well-being.
They are. It's about creating a supportive community that fosters a sense of purpose and belonging.
This deep dive has been really eye-opening. We've explored all these amazing longevity foods and discovered the, essential elements of a lifestyle that, really supports a longer, healthier life.
It's amazing how small, consistent changes can have such a profound impact on our longevity.
Absolutely. So what are, one or two key takeaways you want our listeners to remember from this deep dive?
I think the most important message is that longevity isn't about finding a magic pill.
Right.
Or following some restrictive diet. It's about making conscious choices every day that nourish your body, your mind, and your spirit.
That's a great point. It's about embracing this, holistic approach to health and well-being, right?
Yes.
Incorporating the longevity foods we've been talking about, managing stress, staying active, prioritizing sleep, nurturing our social connections, all of it, right?
It's about creating a life that's not just long, but fulfilling and vibrant.
I like that. Well said. This deep dive has been truly inspiring. It's given us a really clear roadmap for how to live longer, healthier, and more meaningful lives.
It's been a pleasure exploring this with you.
It's amazing how all of these elements, from dark chocolate to stress management, kind of intertwine to create this tapestry of longevity.
It really highlights the interconnectedness of our physical, mental, and social well-being.
And it makes you realize that longevity isn't just about adding years to your life, but adding life to your years.
Absolutely. It's about living those years.
It's empowering to know that we have so much control over our own longevity. It's not just about genetics or luck. It's about those choices we make every day.
That's a great point. It's about taking ownership of our health and well-being.
Speaking of those small changes, I'm curious, from all the amazing foods we've discussed today, is there one that stands out to you as, a particularly potent longevity booster?
Well, they all play a unique role, but if I had to choose one, I'd have to go with blueberries.
Really?
Yeah, their potent antioxidant properties, particularly those anthocyanins, have been linked to such a wide range of benefits from improving brain function to protecting against cellular damage. They're like tiny nutritional
I
powerhouses.
agree. Blueberries definitely deserve their spot at the top of the longevity food list.
They do.
And they're so versatile. You can add them to smoothies, yogurt, oatmeal, or even just enjoy them as a snack.
Exactly, and they're delicious.
This deep dive has been incredibly inspiring. I feel like I have a whole new perspective on how to approach aging and longevity.
Me too. It's been fascinating.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, and I hope our listeners are, you know, ready and inspired to start incorporating some of these principles into their lives. Remember, it's never too late to start investing in your longevity.
That's right. It's about taking those small steps consistently to build that foundation for a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life.
So to our listeners, we'll leave you with this final thought. What one longevity food will you add to your plate today? And what small step will you take towards a more balanced lifestyle? The power to shape your future is in your hands. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep thriving. It really makes you think about how longevity isn't just about, tacking on more years to your life, like
Right.
about like how you live those years, right?
It really is. It's about adding life to your years and
Exactly.
living those years to the fullest with energy, vitality, and purpose.
And it's pretty empowering to realize that we have a lot of control
We do.
over how long we live. It's not just up to genetics or luck.
Hmm.
It's really about making choices every day. Yeah. That, contribute to a longer, healthier, more vibrant life.
It really is. It's about taking ownership of our health and well-being, realizing that even small changes over time can have a big impact.
Now that you mentioned small changes, I'm curious. From all the foods we talked about today,
Yes.
is there one that really stands out to you as a longevity booster?
Well, they all play a unique role, but if I had to pick one, I'd say blueberries.
Really?
Yeah, their potent antioxidant properties, those anthocyanins, have been linked to so many benefits like improving brain function, reducing the risk of heart disease. They protect against cellular damage. They're like tiny little nutritional powerhouses.
Yeah. Blueberries definitely earn their place at the top of the list.
They have.
They're so versatile too, right?
They are.
You can put them in smoothies, yogurt, oatmeal. You can just eat them on their own.
Exactly.
This deep dive has been really, really inspiring, I gotta say. I feel like I have a whole new perspective on aging and longevity.
Me too. It's been fascinating exploring all this with you.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today. Hopefully our listeners feel inspired to start making some of these changes in their lives. Remember, it's never too late to start investing in your longevity.
That's right. Small changes consistently can make a big difference over time.
So listeners, we'll leave you with this. What one longevity food are you going to add to your plate today? And what small step will you take toward living a more balanced life? Remember, the power to shape your future is in your hands. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep thriving.